The Jerusalem temple buzzes with activity as a sea of faces surrounds Jesus. A lawyer steps forward, his eyes betraying a cunning calculation. The air crackles with anticipation as the crowd awaits, a palpable tension gripping every heart. The lawyer's voice cuts through the silence. "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Inside a Jerusalem temple, Jesus fixes his gaze upon the lawyer, his calm demeanor a stark contrast to the charged atmosphere. The lawyer, poised between assurance and doubt, meets Jesus' steady gaze. With serene authority, Jesus poses a pivotal question. What is written in the law? How do you read it? The air crackles with the weight of interpretation as the lawyer contemplates Jesus' profound inquiry. Under the relentless sun, a lone traveler wearily makes his way along the rugged path from Jerusalem to Jericho. Suddenly, a band of ruthless robbers emerges from the shadows, their intentions as clear as the glint of steel. With brutal efficiency, they strip him of his meager possessions, leaving him exposed and vulnerable. They unleash a savage beating, each blow a hammer strike against his defenseless form. The robbers leave the traveler bleeding, broken, and abandoned on the desolate roadside. Silence descends, broken only by the traveler's ragged breaths, as he lies helpless under the unforgiving sun. On the desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho, a wounded man lies abandoned. A priest approaches. His expression shifts to indifference as he crosses to the other side. He quickens his pace, his back turned on the suffering. A Levite appears, his eyes glancing at the wounded man before turning away. He averts his gaze, choosing to ignore the desperate plea for help. The Levite continues his journey, leaving the wounded man to his fate. On the desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho, a Samaritan approaches, his face etched with concern. Compassion floods the Samaritan's face as he beholds the wounded man's suffering. Moved by profound empathy, the Samaritan kneels, his hands gentle as he begins to cleanse the man's wounds. With tender care, he pours oil and wine, a balm to soothe the injured man's pain. He wraps the man in cloth, his movements precise and comforting, offering solace through touch. In a final act of selfless aid, the Samaritan lifts the wounded man, cradling him gently onto his own donkey. Flickering candlelight dances across the inn, casting long shadows as the Samaritan tends to the injured man. The Samaritan's face, a mask of concern, reflects the gravity of the man's condition. The innkeeper, initially doubtful, now observes with growing respect, their skepticism slowly melting away. Unspoken emotions fill the room, a silent testament to the Samaritan's selfless act. In a gesture of profound kindness, the Samaritan extends his hand, offering 2 denarii to the innkeeper.